By being more educated, you're able to communicate your ideas and your thoughts and everything more efficiently. So literacy does affect abstractness.
In my opinion, yes, literacy does promote abstract thinking because it allows individuals to use what they're reading and writing about to learn how to incorporate it with their everyday life in different ways of thinking.
A person still needs determination, and along with knowing how to read and write in order to be successful.
Considering the fact that you can read and write, considering with literacy, it allows you to expand your mind. When you're reading something, you're able to think of your own perception of what you're reading and able to expand on that. And when you think of something in your own words, you can recreate stuff on how you think. So that's being abstract, whether you're reading or writing.
It's easier to communicate their ideas and their thoughts if they know how to just write it down themselves or read it to other people themselves rather than other people taking their information, and then it could get distorted or changed.
Because there were many times back when they were using just word of mouth and storytelling to get different histories around the world, but after a while someone had to document, someone had to manuscript. So I think, yes, literacy is definitely needed to continue.
I feel that having a form of documentation helps with future generations. I feel that stories being passed along through writing will definitely help with history, especially of African American people, because most likely people don't know about it because there's not anything written. So to have those documents or tales or stories written, it will help for future generations to understand.
I don't feel they have to learn how to write to become part of history because, well, actually, I think you should want to learn how to write in order to have a better understanding of like how our rhetoric and everything goes. So I think that it's important. However, I don't think they have to learn how to do it to become more important or with it. Probably just more so understanding like the reasons why we do it and maybe gaining their own desire to want to do it, not like feeling like they have to do it in order to have that importance.
Standardized testing and all that, so obviously they have to test to make it up into a higher education.
In my opinion, the problem with a lot of the lower level people or social groups is the fact that they're not as literate as they should be, or they're not getting as much literacy as they should because of lack of money or lack of, people pressing forward for them.
Formal reading and writing is common across the board so far as higher education. Having to go through certain programs, certain writing techniques. So I feel like in order to get something published, it has to be at a certain standard. So literacy does help in terms of upward movement.
Consider the fact that it's reading and writing. When you're doing with upward mobility, it's growth in a company or growth in school. Everything is based off of learning through books or learning through writing, being able to communicate. Communication is writing sometimes, or like I said, rhetoric. So it is important to do upward mobility. You have to be able to understand someone else's communication, and communicating is not only through words.